Good morning, basa ulit tayo ng Bible. Yung mga gustong magtutong katulad ko. Revelation 1 to 17. And mamaya guys, yung Micah 4 and 5. Revelation 12, 1 to 17 tayo sa Revelation. Pang 21 ng December. Okay. Observing the great conflict, the woman and the dragon. A great and wondrous sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, and cried, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on his heads. He stole one-third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth so that he might devour her child. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter, and her child was snatched up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the desert to a place prepared for her by God where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. Ito yung kahapon natin na magpo-prophesize yung ng 1,260 days din. And there was war in heaven. Sa verse 7 guys. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angel fought back, but was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down. So, ibig sabihin kahit sa heaven mayroong giyera. Now have come the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ, for the accuser of our brothers, who accuses them before our God day and night, has been hurled down. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. Tingnan ko nga kung anong ibig sabihin doon sa war sa heaven guys. Sa verse 7, 12:7. Ito na naman yung footnote guys. Napakaliit. This event foretells Daniel. Michael is a high-ranking angel. One of his responsibilities is to guard God's community of believers. Angel daw si Michael and his angels. Iintindihan pa ba natin to guys? When the dragon saw that he had been hurled to the earth, sa verse 13 ha, sa verse 12, basahin nyo ulit. Therefore rejoice you heavens, and you who dwell in them, that dwell to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury because he knows that his time is short. When the dragon saw that he had been hurled to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child. The woman was given the two wings of a great eagle, so that she might fly to the place prepared for her in the desert, where she would be taken care of for a time, times and a half time, and a half a time. Tapos nakalagay, nakakatakot naman to. Ang tingnan nyo guys. Basahin nyo nga rin. Out of the serpent streets. Out of the serpent streets. Then from his mouth the serpent spewed water like a river to overtake the woman and sweep her away with a torrent. But the earth helped the woman by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that the dragon had spewed out of his mouth. Then the dragon was enraged. Nakakita na ba tayo ng dragon, guys? Siyempre, hindi pa. Was enraged at the woman and went off to make war against the rest of her offspring, those who obey God's commandments and hold to the testimony of Jesus. Ayaw kong intindihin. Basta hindi pa ako nakakita ng dragon. Punta tayong Micah. Revelation, aywan ko kung ano yung ano na yun. Siyempre pag-iisipin mo yung mga ganyang nakikita, nakakatakot. Hindi, huwag natin isipin. Diba? Micah 4 and 5. Ang haba talaga. Micah 4 and 5. The mountain of the Lord in the last days. Talagang katapusan na. Oh. Pero bakit hindi dito pa rin tayo ngayon kung tapos na sila? Oh. The mountain of the Lord in the last days. The mountain of the Lord's temple will be established as chiefs among the mountains. It will be raised above the hills, and peoples will stream to it. Many nations will come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, so that we may walk in his paths. The law will go out from Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He will judge between many peoples and will settle disputes for strong nations far and wide. They will beat their swords into plowshares and their spurs into pruning hooks. Ay. We will walk in the name of the Lord, our God, forever and ever. The Lord's plan. Oh, ito yung i-assemble niya yung exiles sa verse 6, guys. Oh. I will assemble the exiles and those I have brought to grief. Yung mga na-exile sa Babylon. So, tapos na nga to, guys. So, ibig sabihin, tapos na yung ano, in the last days. So, tapos na yung last days na. Kasi, di ba, tapos na, ano na restore na ang Israel. So, mga na-exile yan sila eh. Wala. Di ba? Yan ang pagkaintindi ko. In that day declares the Lord. Eh guys, tapos na-assemble na kaya yung ano, na-assemble na kaya yung mga na-exile sa Babylon noon. Sila yun eh, yung Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, yung mahal na mahal ni Father God. Yan lagi ang nakalagay dito sa nakalagay dito sa Bible. Nakalagay sa verse 11, "But now many nations are gathered against you. They say, let her be defiled, let our eyes gloat over Zion. But they do not know the thoughts of the Lord. They do not understand his plan. He who gathers them like sheep for the threshing floor. Rise and thresh, O daughter Zion, for I will give you horns of iron, I will give you hoops of bronze, and you will break to pieces many nations. You will devote their ill-gotten against to the Lord, the rebel to the Lord of all the earth." Sabi na sa'yo, huwag niyong kalabanin yung inano na ni Father God. Diba? Walang kakalaban dyan. Hindi mananalo eh. Kaya yung mga nations na gustong kumalaban sa alam na natin to yung Israel na yan. Wala nang, sabi nga, wala nang pwedeng umalipin sa kanya. No foreign nations na pwedeng mag-ano sa kanya, mag-alipin sa kanya. Tingnan natin ha, verse 11. 4:11. Wala. 4:12 naman ito. Ayan o. Sa 4:12 tayo. When God reveals the future, His purpose goes beyond satisfying our curiosity. He wants us to change our present behavior because of what we know about the future forever begins now, and glimpse of God's plan for His followers should motivate us to serve Him no matter what the rest of the world may do. The rest of the world may do. Ay, lalo kung wala na intindihan. Basta ang alam ko lang, wala na pwedeng lumapig dito sa banal na na lugar. They will strike Israel rollers on the cheek with a rod. But you, Bethlehem Ephratah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are of old, from ancient times. Therefore Israel will be abandoned until the time when she who in labor gives birth, and the rest of his brothers return. Ayun. Excuse me. Yan yung sinabi doon sa Revelation. Siya pala yun. Israel pala yun. Until the time when she who in labor gives birth. Diba yung sinabi doon, kababasa lang natin sa Revelation, guys? Pero yung dragon nga, inaabangan yung pagpanganak nito. He will stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord. Deliverance and distractions. When the Assyrian invades our land and marches through our fortresses, we will raise against him 7 shepherds, even 8 leaders of men. They will rule the land of Assyria with a sword, the land of Nimrod with drawn sword. He will deliver us. Kasi yung mga nung araw na to, guys, yung mga naglaban-labang bansa nga to. Kita mo kahit nung araw talaga may gera-gera yan. Ewan ko anong dahilan bakit nagigera sila. Tapos diba kinukorrupt nila yung kinukuha nila yung mga yaman ng bansa na ini-invade nila. The remnant of Jacob will be in the midst of many people, like dew from the Lord, like showers on the grass. Your hand will be lifted up in triumph over your enemies, and all your foes will be destroyed. Sa verse 9, guys. Sabi na sa'yo, ngayon wala na talaga makakatalo dyan. In the day declares the Lord, I will destroy your horses from among you, and demolish your chariots. I will destroy the cities of your land, and tear down all your strongholds. I will destroy your witchcraft, and you will no longer cast spells. I will destroy your carved images. Ito yung mga ina-idolize nilang mga carved images. Yung mga, alam niyo na, and use sacred stones from among you. You will no longer bow down to the work of your hands. I will uproot from among you your Asherah poles and demolish your cities. I will take vengeance in anger and wrath upon the nations that have not obeyed me. Yung mga hindi raw sumusunod sa kanya, oh. I will take vengeance in anger and wrath upon the nations that have not obeyed me. Okay guys, bye. Nagdasal na ba tayo? Ako nagdasal na ako. As usual, lagi yung COVID mawala na. And alam niyo na nasa utak ko. Amen.